Hey guys, well it's been a while since I've posted, and so today I thought I'd do for you the snack sausage roll recipe. We're going to need almond flour, baking soda, oregano, cream of tartar, however you like to say that, coconut flour, garlic clove, pink salt, 3 egg whites and 1 egg. So we're now going to place all the dry ingredients in a bowl except the coconut flour. So here's our 1/2 cup of almond flour, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar or tartare, however you like to say that, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of pink salt. Set your dry ingredients aside. Now we're going to deal with the wet ingredients. I'm using avocado oil today because I'm actually out of olive oil and I didn't realize it. So now we're going to mix our egg whites, our egg, and our avocado oil. So we've got our 3 egg whites and our 1 egg, and then 1/2 tablespoon of our oil. We're also going to add a cup of hot water, and then we're going to whisk all that together. Now as you can see, that's all whisked together. We're now going to mix in our dry ingredients until it's fully combined, just slowly, adding a little bit at a time. Oh, hard to do with one hand, people. Alright, we're going to whisk that in and add some more. Now that we've added in our dry ingredients, slowly mixing it in, we're now going to add 1/2 cup of coconut flour very slowly to make that mixture smooth and non-sticky. Now I did this a little bit out of order because I always miss something because I'm terrible at reading instructions, but the garlic was supposed to go in with the dry ingredients, I guess. It calls for 1 clove of garlic chopped. I have this handy dandy bowl I bought at a market once, and if I can find the link for it, I'll post it. You just basically push the garlic against these little knots here, and it just does this amazing minced garlic instead of having to chop it all up. So I'm going to put this in our mixture now too. And then we're going to slowly add in that coconut flour. Slowly adding in that coconut flour. We want a non-sticky dough to form. So we're just going to go really slow on this. Let that mix in for just a second. As you can see, that dough's forming. You really want to push down all the excess flour on the side of your bowl. And we're going to As you can see, our dough has formed. Now we're going to let it chill for 30 minutes in the refrigerator. I did add a little bit of more almond flour and coconut flour, an even mixture. Probably just maybe 1/4 cup of a mixture of almond and coconut flour, even mix. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for 30 minutes to chill while I make the sausage mixture. So this is what I use to get the best fresh minced garlic. You push your garlic along there. It's hard to do with one hand, but as you can see, it just starts mincing it for you. It's like the easiest thing on the planet. See that? So we're about to start making the breakfast paleo sausage for the center of our sausage rolls. I'm not using pork, I'm using ground beef. And so I've added, and I'm halving the recipe because I just don't need as much as it makes. So I'm using 1 pound of ground beef. I'm about to add 2½ cloves of minced garlic that I just did fresh. I'm adding the juice and zest of 1/2 lemon. I've got to put this down to put the zest in, but you can see the zest is right there. 1½ tablespoons of thyme. I'm using ground thyme because I don't have fresh. 1½ tablespoons or so, I like a little more, of green onion or chives. I'm going to just put a bunch of that in. 1 teaspoon of ground sage, 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of ground red pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of regular black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of pink salt. Now we're going to mix all that together for a couple minutes to make our awesome mixture. Now our sausage mixture is ready to go in our flour mixture for the sausage rolls. You want to divide your meat mixture into 12 equal portions ready to be rolled in the pastry. So you divide the dough into 12 equal balls and then you roll them out, and we're going to wrap our sausage in them, and we're going to put it all on a lined, greased tray ready to go in the oven. So this doesn't actually roll out like you would think. It's not pliable like Play-Doh, it's going to fall apart. So I'm pushing it out in my hands, and then what I'm doing is grabbing one of the balls here and then shaping it and then rolling it in there like that. And then we're going to see how this turns out, because it's not as pliable as you think it would be. And I'm rolling that around the bowl, and then if you look at the tray, I'm just putting them over there on that tray. Now we're going to glaze the top of the rolls with the leftover egg yolks from when we separated our 3 eggs and used the egg whites in the beginning of the recipe. And then we're going to put these puppies in the oven for 40 minutes on 350. Into the oven they go for 40 minutes. Well, here they are. I just pulled them out of the oven. Seems like it got hard enough to eat. We're going to eat one and see how it turns out. Here they are out of the oven. I left them in just a little longer than it said because they were a little doughy, but here they are. They're pretty crisp.